Hello and welcome to more Arena Cube Draft. Possibly the last one, since I have to use gems for this. But if you missed our last video, be sure to check it out because it was pretty fun. And we'll see how this draft goes. If we do well enough, we might be able to pay for one more. And consider liking and subscribing if you like these draft videos and want to see more of them. Luckily, I had a good amount of gems saved up, so when the gold ran out, I can get a few more in before it leaves. And let's see what this draft has in store for us. Okay. Well, there's very little green in this pack. I kind of want to take this Vivian and just try and do an aggressive, like, big green sort of situation. No, I kind of like that. I haven't actually done mono green yet. And so now, whenever one or more tokens. Let's just take this Return of the Wild Speaker. Because if we get some big green cards, I guess we'll just try and cut all the green in this direction. So that when other better green stuff gets opened in later packs, we'll be able to get it. But this is a very good draw spell if you have a lot of large non-human creatures. And it's instant, so there's that. I like Wayward Swordtooth, but Mechagodzilla, if they don't answer it, it can just get out of hand. And if we're going like a mono green, this colorless card is just fine. So we have a couple card draw options right now. We're just looking for maybe a few small ramp creatures and like large payoff creatures. Like if we can get a Llanowar Elves and or a Gilded Goose, we could potentially turn to Mechagodzilla. Alright, Roar the Worm is eh. There's not too much here that we actually want. I guess we'll just take a migration path. And apparently red is open or not being opened, but we'll take a Stomping Ground. I guess a Gallia? Well, this is a pretty big payoff. Let's just take that and hope to get some payoffs. We could even cast it for 3 to get our Godzilla. Yeah, not too much here. I'm not sure if someone else is fighting us for the green or there's just no green to be had. Because we've only passed a couple green cards to other people. So it'd be a real shame if someone was also trying to draft green. In which case, I mean, we passed a Temur Triome, but We'll take the oven in case we get the cat and go into Golgari. There's also a Keenan. But right now we have so few creatures. Like, that's kind of what we need. And we didn't pass up any good creatures either. Well, we have 2 finales. And a couple white cards. I mean, I guess we'll see if the Talpa comes around, but we're going to take the Kavu because we need some creatures here. We aren't really white right now. I mean, we're probably not blue. Oh, see, why did they gotta do me like this? The Great Henge is great, but I think the Llanowar Elves, we just need it. So now if someone else is drafting green, they're gonna probably take the Henge from us. Alright, so we're hoping this Beanstalk Giant comes around. And this does make a human, so if we pump it, it doesn't really work for the Wild Speaker. Let's take a Knight. I don't think Vanifar is happening. May have to branch out into black or something. See, there's a Nyxbloom Ancient, but we don't have anything to do with all that mana. I think we'll just take a Tusker. We can use this to get a basic, or if we have a lot of lands, we could just play it. We can also get it back from our graveyard if we have a ton of lands. So we're hoping that Beanstalk Giant comes back around. We have a Temple Garden, I guess. I think the Beanstalk Giant was in this pack, and it did not come around. We have a good amount of enchantments. And we open another Vivian, which I like. And I'm definitely going to pick that up over this other stuff.
I speak for the wilds, unbowed and unknown.
Guess this black isn't happening either. But the Sprouting Renewal can destroy an artifact or enchantment. I think we have to be kind of white here. This Mothra, perhaps? I didn't want to be white, but... we do have a lot of enchantments, so maybe we're just kind of going into an enchantment theme here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, do we do Endrace Forerunners? I think yes. I also think we do Enchantress's Presence. Alright, so... I don't think Field of the Dead is happening. Well, you do the best you can with what you are given. That's for sure. Rex Sage can replace the Wilt. Alright, so this is 42. I think we want all of this because we have Zatalpa and Endrace Forerunners for our top end. We have some Planeswalker action. We have, I think, a good amount of card draw. Maybe we don't need this migration. And one more cut. I want to keep these enchantments, so maybe the Savage Stomp. So Return of the Wild Speaker can pump a bunch of small things, or if we need to draw cards, we can do that too. This makes creatures. This ramps us. So we have Selesnya Enchantress here. And I think having Finale of Devastation is better than Finale of Glory because we don't have any like Mirari's Wake or anything to double mana. But we could still search for, you know, like Rex Sage if we need it, Mecha Godzilla, or if we have a ton of mana, we can search for one of our big boys. This is like a 3. So yeah, Mirari's Wake would have made this deck amazing, but I think it's still pretty decent. But yeah, this is what we are running with, although we don't need this much white. Like, not at all. Yeah, I think 7 white is more than enough. We need mostly green. Yeah, because we have like triple green, triple green. We have a couple big double white spells, but we also have some ramp that can help out with that. So yeah, this is the deck we're going to try out, and I will see you guys for the gameplay. Alright, game 1 versus It's 6. Well, if they're aggressive, this is really bad. But I'm going to keep it. So we have a lot of draw steps to go, but I feel like our plan right now is to turn 3 Iroan games, turn 4 Omen to get a 5th land so we can turn 5 Vivian. And there's some kind of Abzan. Well, now maybe we can turn 4 Mothra. Oh man, they're gonna kill my thing. It's alright, luckily we didn't really need that card draw. This would have been nice to have. Well, fine then. We're just gonna Vivian.
The arc book quivered with excitement. I love making new friends.
So next turn we can Dawn of Hope and Omen of the Hunt. And all these tokens will become very good with Endra's Forerunners when we get enough mana to can do that.
I call, and Decoria answers.
Yeah, I figured. So they are some kind of reanimator, I guess. But they have no idea what's in store for them.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
So next turn we can end raise Forerunners. That gives everything +2/+2 Vigilance and Trample. The sad part is I don't think we can Vivian and get our Zatalpa at the same time. Oh, that sucks.
Don't worry.
They're gonna have to block this. And they give up. Alright, good. Win for us. Game 2, we are against Lexpert. There's nothing to do early here. This is not much better, but... So I think they were looking for lands. We do not have that problem right now, so Play this. Next turn we can Migration Path. To probably just destroy the token. So they're drawing cards. If they don't do anything with the token, we're going to draw cards too. We can almost play Zatalpa. They aren't doing anything. I really don't want to run this into a counterspell.
A dream to me. I love your despair.
I'm going to do this now while they don't have a counterspell, potentially.
All your fears are given form.
They have so much mana, though. I'm very worried about that.
I will haunt your dreams.
Let's see, this says Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. Draw cards. Right, that's fine. So they have one turn to get rid of my Zatalpa. Sac effects won't do it. Well, that will work for the moment.
too far. Tear it down. Get him.
Okay, and we're back. They have one turn. Alright, and we win. Yes! I'll see you guys for the next game. Alright, I think it's game 3, and we're against Ryan. It's not super, but we have a 2 into a 3 that can get our white. Oh, that's rude. So this can get rid of our Sigil of the Empty Throne. And that's kind of frightening. Especially if they do something to my incubation druid. Don't you do it. Yeah, we have like all our biggest spells. It's not great for us. And now we have to shock to play this Mothra. Oh, do they have another removal spell? Yeah. And that's why we need ramp. Alright, game 4 against Dino Mike. We need 3 green to play this Vivian. Okay, I don't want to see black. I'm okay seeing that. Let's see if they counter this. Oh, so they are Esper. And we can't play our Vivian anymore, so we'll just destroy that so they can't take it. They always have Ashiok. Why?
Listen, my whisper. The shadows awaken.
My heart beats in unison with the wild.
Alright, so this is
We're fit enough
9
to
minus
survive.
3, so yeah, this will kill Ashiok.
I leave you with your scars.
Wow, they're going face?
We're gonna tear you apart.
That was a ballsy move. So now they can't even kill the Kavu. They have to kill the Mothra. Otherwise we get the Kavu back and it has flying.
This'll be fun to watch.
Right, that is fine. Like I said, we get it back. I will protect this Vivian. And they might be conceding here. Yep. Awesome. Another win for us. I'll see you guys for the next game. Alright, game 5 against CCP. No. Really? 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 That's no green is insane. Okay, there's the green. Well, if they're green-red, then once we get to Zatalpa, that'll be very good. And we're actually almost there. And there's some kind of Naya. Well, that seems like a Reclamation Sage target if I ever saw one. Oh, don't do it, OP. OP, no! OP, no!
Coming straight at ya. Oh, looks like you're all mouth and no hands.
I'm not going to play out the Kavu. We can kick it next turn if we don't draw a land for Zatalpa. So they're ramping up into something that I don't like. And that, now that they're playing white, it makes me very nervous. Like, is that just for a Mirari's Wake? What's the deal here? Because I don't want them to have like a Banishing Light or something to get rid of my Zatalpa once I play it. Whenever I draw another land. Well, that's interesting. What creature are you returning? Yeah, that made sense. The giant probably kill the sage. But you're still taking 8 next turn. And we're getting our combos. And there's our land that we needed. So they have black 2. Well, we can kill both of these creatures, which is good. And unless they have a way to get rid of this. And so they can't have an Elspeth Conquers Death unless they have a Plains and it in hand. They could have a Banishing Light or a Prison Realm. But we can also play the Tusker next turn. And they give up. As they should. I will see you guys for the next game. Alright, in game 6, I think it is, against Idonaka. And we definitely like this. We're going to land War Elves into Omen of the Hunt. So we can play Sigil into Omen of the Sun. We got the ramp and the pamp. Just no shock. Or dead weight. Now, actually, should we Vivian or Sigil? Green-white has some enchantment removal. I think Vivian is safer. Just start pumping out tokens. This gives them trample, yeah. So turn 3, Vivian on the play. Not bad at all. And yeah, since we drew the Endray's Forerunners, the make bunch of tokens plan is a good one. And we can still Sigil next turn.
We will adapt to any threat.
So next turn we'll have 7 mana. We can almost cast the Forerunners. Almost.
I call, and Ikoria answers.
They could have a Settle the Wreckage, but using it against these tokens is really not great for them. I'm assuming they have a Field of the Dead in Golos somewhere. They have all these colors. And a board wipe doesn't bother us either because we can flash in an Omen of the Sun and still make more tokens. Oh, that is not okay. That's like the thing we didn't want to happen.
I didn't expect to be prey.
Oh, they had that board wipe. That sucks. And now they have 5 cards in hand. They're drawing 4. I'm keeping this champion so I can play it and my Dawn of Hope on the same turn so I can draw extra cards. Because they seem to be control, and if they have a board wipe right now, we're in a bit of trouble. also have an Uro. And they have the cards to cast him. Yep, figured they had a board wipe. They have Ulamog? Jesus Christ. That is ridiculous. Alright, game 7 against Haki Palatina. We'll keep this. If we draw any enchantments, we could start drawing cards, and we have a turn to steal Overseer. We might be cycling this land, we'll see. Well, that was a pretty good card to draw. Fires of Invention, so they're like big red or something. Lands, that's good for us. And we can block with the Overseer too. Dark Dweller, that's fine. What did they exile? A Weaselback? Yeah, we don't care about that. They're still in a heap of trouble. Yeah, Steel Overseer into Mechagodzilla is great. Oh, they cast it without... Oh, that was a mistake, OP. Yeah, they needed to actually pay mana for that.
I've survived an apocalypse. I will survive you. Stomping time.
And that is game. I'll see you guys for the next one. Alright, game 8 against Longshot. I don't love this hand, but we do have a 2 into a 3. We have the best 2 into 3. What are the chances in these colors they don't kill one of these cards? Oh, no mana. That's cheating. Judge. This card was banned for a reason. So they have 4 mana. We just need to play this, have them not kill it, and it gets hexproof. Oh, it got hexproof! It got hexproof, people! I'm not going to block yet, because if this gets first strike or something, then we can actually take care of the questing beast.
I speak for the wild, unbowed. I love making new friends.
Okay, we need mana. We have like the same deck as them, except Vigilance. So they're basically mono green, it looks like. We just need this to get first strike. We need 1 land so we can play our own Vivian.
like you to meet my friend, Stumpy. I'm bold as a fish, so brace yourself. Diversity is our greatest strength.
Okay, well, as big as that is, we can block it with our 3/3s. Because it does not have trample yet.
Beauty lies in variation. I called.
We may need to gain life. I'm going to save the Omen. Alright, so these two have reached, so I actually can attack Vivian. Because if they double block, I can pump.
Nice hit. My
I
turn.
actually should have pumped there, but oh well. See, this is what I'm talking about with this Mecha Godzilla, though. Like, I don't think their deck can get rid of it. They can't target it. It doesn't look like they have board wipes. I just don't know what cards are in their hand. They have so many cards.
Savagery loves company.
This is a Hydroid Crisis?
Things are about to get out of hand for you.
Well, that's obnoxious.
friends.
First strike, thank you. Now we just needed to get lifelink, and we are in business. This blocks here, this blocks here, this blocks here, this blocks here, this blocks here. That really sucks. I don't know why we had no mana that game. But I guess that was the last game for us. But luckily we got 5 wins, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck. It did fairly well. And consider liking and subscribing if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you for the next draft.